Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right now I got a week off work. My wife was running a little late. I did about 3.3 miles on the elliptical today. What we're doing is I want to show you guys a quick video. She asked me, she's like, hey, what do you want for dinner? And we're rushing around. I said, well, you know what? I got that neck roast and I got my back straps and the tenderloins out of my deer. I said, I still didn't freeze those. We didn't know what we were going to do. I said, I'll put in dinner today because I wanted to cook that anyway. I said, get to work and I'm going to show you guys a quick video how to make an amazing neck roast. It turns out perfect every time. It pulls apart. It's so tender and it's just so easy to do. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. We get the tenderloins and the back straps right out of the deer. I'm going to freeze these. We were going to keep these, maybe put them in the oven. We're going to save those for around probably, you know, I gotta see. I think you could keep your deer till April. I gotta check the PA laws, but anyway. So we have the back straps and tenderloins. We're gonna freeze. We're gonna maybe grill those another day or throw them in our Traeger pellet smoker. And then today, I'm gonna show you how to make a really good neck roast. First things first, you want to start out with some beef broth. I like to use a low sodium beef broth. If you don't have beef broth, or if you don't have bouillon cubes, or anything like that to get started with, that's okay. These deer neck roasts, you can't screw them up. If I can cook them, you can cook them. The only way I know how to cook is to call the pizza shop. So you're gonna be great. So anyway, this is Swanson's. You can use whatever kind you'd like. I get the unsalted. It only has 75 milligrams of sodium. It's great for you. It's not that bad. For some reason, they like to put a lot of preservatives and salt in foods that you don't need, which actually people's blood pressure raises sometimes because of that salt. I was a victim of that too. I didn't have enough potassium, like bananas, avocados, things like that in my system. So you want to stay away from salts. It's just good. Your kidneys need so much salt and sodium. I think only 250 milligrams of sodium a day to function right. And it's like 4,700 milligrams of potassium. I can't even get that much. You'd have to eat like 40 bananas. But that's what your body's meant to get back from when we were hunter-gatherers and all that, you know, eating minimum meat and things. So you don't need a lot of salt. So again, I want to make this quick so you guys can just throw something from your deer right into the crock pot, go to work. It might take 10-15 minutes and that's it. So first thing I do, it's hard to get the sinew off the deer neck. I rinse that off with just some cold water real quick, patted it dry with a towel, and then I got my beef broth. I don't measure none. I dumped about that much in the bottom, maybe a little less so it doesn't burn on the bottom of my neck roast. You want to get yourself some black pepper right here. I use McCormick's. I don't like Great Value things. They're not as, the taste, it just ain't right. I don't know why. Black pepper is one of them things that doesn't matter. If you don't have any of these, you can literally make a good neck roast with a cup of water, some black pepper and salt, and it's gonna turn out amazing. But I'm gonna show you how to make it really good. So first you pour in your beef broth. Got your neck roast sitting out. I do one side, and then whenever I flip that side that's seasoning, putting it down in the beef broth, and then I season my other side, and then I add onion, mushrooms, garlic. That's it. So while I'm seasoning this, I'll use my McCormick black pepper, rub it down first with a little olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever you have. Organic, extra virgin, EVO olive oil, works perfect. Rub it down, black pepper it. If you have a favorite rub that you like with some Cajun seasonings, not a ton of salt, but you need a little bit of salt just to get that taste. If you don't like salt, you don't have to use any. It's still gonna have a good taste. But so mine has a little bit of salt, paprika, brown sugar, chili peppers, garlic, onion. This is this Jack Daniels I got at the store. I do have one thing to show you if you're on high blood pressure medication or if you have high blood pressure. Now again, I could do a separate video on how I got my blood pressure down from 190 over I think 110 or 120. For exact numbers, I know the top was over 190. I'm always around 110 over 70 now, and I can show you how to do that too if it's just a sodium intake problem. So we get this at Walmart, I believe. This is Mrs. Dash's. This has 0 sodium. They don't add salt in there, so this is great for people with health problems. You can still enjoy your smoked foods that are heavily seasoned without having the salt. But we didn't put any Mrs. Dash's in today. So just a quick recap. Soak your roast down with some olive oil, thin coat, That way the seasonings stick. You can always throw this in a cast iron pan and braise it. I'm not doing that, it's too much work today. I pepper it. I get my Jack Daniels rub, I rub some of that in, top it off with some Italian seasoning, and I love rosemary on a neck roast. It makes it pop. Portobello mushrooms. If you have portobello, they're so much better than them white mushrooms. They taste better. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna show you what I did. I got almost the whole roast done. And excuse my kitchen because it's not in very good shape right now. We were just doing some canning and some sauerkraut. We did all kind of things because we had to process our deer. So right here, if you guys can see that, that's our roast. Got your garlic, got your seasonings. And if you have a favorite wine, we use Wilhelm Winery. They have a really good blackberry. We put that blackberry on there and it turns out amazing. And that's it. That's all we do. We add our spices, rub it down real quick, and she's good to go. You throw her on for 8-10 hours. If you only have 6, throw it on high. It don't matter. This, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna show you when it's done, is the easiest roast that you could possibly do, and it turns out amazing every time. Thanks for watching the channel. Please hit the like and the subscribe button, and we'll be back with a part 2 on how this roast turned out. I'm gonna show you guys how amazing these neck roasts are. All right, I wanted to show you guys real quick what this neck roast is gonna look like with all the portobello mushrooms, juice. It's gonna all fall down. It's gonna juice down into that crock pot, and it's gonna turn out amazing. Here's all the seasonings, the garlic, the onions. Put in this crock pot, you leave it for 6 to 10 hours, even 12 hours or more. Sometimes I put them for work overnight. They turn out great. All right, here's the finished product. Just pull apart, it's done. We're gonna pull apart this roast and put it in this crock pot of mushrooms. And right now we're making a little bit of gravy, and then it'll all go back in the pot. And that's it.